Not even that you was in the wrong. It just went deeper than it had to go. And that just showed me at that moment, I'm like, she not willing to fight for our relationship.
Previously on J&B Lifestyle.
What's up, y'all? So my baby just went in the gynae office now. I'm just staying in the car because I have a feeling if I walk in here, they're going to tell me to leave anyway.
Good news, my blood pressure is great. She said, I think 122 over 84.
What's up, J&B fam?
We back.
What is up?
With another one.
We back. For
If
y'all.
Y'all noticing we dropping them.
Stop shaking the
We
table.
here she go with the shaking the
She
table.
always shaking the table.
How you know I'm shaking? How you know
Because
it
I'm
ain't
looking at
you?
the camera shaking.
We back, y'all, with another one. As y'all read by the title, y'all already know we coming with the story time on how we almost broke up.
I was about to say, because we did not break up.
Right.
If we did, it was for a couple hours.
Yeah.
It was very stupid.
It was.
Childish. How old were we?
We got food.
Yeah. I got out that part. We got that muffin on.
Wing stop.
That muffin on.
Wing
stop. Hold
Y'all
on.
know
This bag is over big.
and over loud.
Got the silverware. The plasticware. Got the, what's in there?
If
Got
y'all
the,
have wing
what's
stop,
in there?
and y'all don't know about these, y'all slacking.
Got
This
the,
Cajun
what's
corn.
in there? Out of all of this, they gave us one wrench.
Wow.
Hey, Petty.
We got the boneless wings on deck.
Which are my favorite.
And I got me
Some salty lemon pepper
some
wings.
hot wings
And these lemon
and
pepper.
some lemon pepper wings.
Yeah, I took it. Yeah.
All flats. Cause I just don't
Did you
like
give me
drums.
all flats?
Yeah, I did. Them should all be flat. And we got our water, y'all. Y'all know how we do. Water to wash it down. I don't know how to get over here. So yeah,
That's
y'all,
weird.
today
We got a story time for y'all. Hope y'all ready for it because everybody in the comments said, yes, we want story time. Yes, we want to hear the story time. Putting out them little heartbreak emojis.
which I told Babe y'all will want one, but
So we gonna give it to y'all because whatever y'all asked for, if we're able to do it, we gonna do it.
period.
So thank y'all for tuning into this video today.
If you haven't already,
Subscribe to our channel because if you watching, that must mean that you like us. Like, even if you just clicked on this video, like, what's not to like? I'm just saying. So you might as well hit subscribe, turn on your post notifications so you
don't
are
miss a video.
notified when we post.
I'm
And
Jay.
I'm B.
For those who are new here,
We gonna get into the video because
thank y'all for making us a party all day.
I'm hungry.
Me too.
So, story time. I feel like we leaning. We definitely are. The camera moved. All right, y'all. So, to the video. When Babe broke up with me, you slinging ranch home, girl.
So this was back in 2015,
How old was I?
right?
How old were we?
I think like 23, 20.
Young and dumb age, basically, is what I'm getting to. So go ahead.
2015. I think it was 23. That was 5 years ago. Yeah, it was 23. Y'all, this situation was so stupid.
So stupid. So basically,
Babe,
one day we was at home.
chilling.
We was staying with Babe mom at the time, and we was downstairs. I think we had just got off work, or maybe we was off work this day, but we was in the kitchen.
We was having a good day.
Babe's sister came in the room. Our sister came in the kitchen, and I was just looking at her. I'm like, that shirt looked real familiar.
Yeah, it was a plain white t-shirt.
It was a plain V-neck white t-shirt from H&M. I'm like, is that my shirt? She was like, I don't know. Mika gave it to me. Everybody called her Mika on her side of the family as her nickname. So I'm like, Mika gave it to you. I'm like, that look like that's mine. I'm like, how she gonna give you something that's mine?
So she left it alone with my little sister.
I left it alone with her. But when me and Mika went upstairs to the room, of course, when you have a situation with your spouse, you're supposed to talk to them about it and let them know how you feel, right? So I brought it to her attention. I'm like, babe, when you want to give away my stuff or let somebody borrow my stuff, can you let me know? And she was like, a shirt? She was like, a t-shirt, babe? I was like, yeah.
Now, when I meant a t-shirt, like, I literally, when she asked me for a quick shirt to wear, I went in our drawer, like, I just grabbed a quick shirt. Like, it wasn't no fancy, like, expensive shirt or, like, something that had value to me. And
it was a cheap shirt.
Yeah, so
y'all know them little basic tees at H&M. If you shop there, you're familiar with.
So I didn't feel like it was a problem, but I could have asked her. But go ahead.
So babe was like, it's just a shirt. Like, why are you making a big deal about it? I was like, I'm not making it a big deal. I just want you to understand.
It was my shirt.
When somebody asks for something and you want to give them mine instead of yours, come to me about it and let me know. So it's not a shocker to me. So I'm not like, where you get that from? Did you take that from me? So I don't accuse nobody, you know?
And half the time, y'all, we would have like the same type of stuff.
Yeah.
For the most part. So I honestly probably didn't even realize it was like her particular shirt.
So babe was like, they blow things up. She say I blow things up, but really she blow things up in a calmer way than I would. I get loud. She'll stay quiet and blow things up and leave you thinking like, what the hell? But anyway, Dave was like, well, I mean, yeah, it's yours, but it's just a t-shirt. Ain't no harm in her wearing the t-shirt. She gonna give it back to you. It ain't like I told her she could have it, blah, blah, blah. Something like that. I probably just made that up, but I feel like that's how it probably went.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, how you gonna say somebody can take my stuff and not associate or feel like you don't have to bring it to me? I was like, that's not cool. So we basically going back and forth and it blew up.
So with me, I'm thinking, she got the shirt on. It's already worn. She back home. It's dirty, whatever. We gonna get it, clean it.
I'm shaking it.
And we good. Like, it's over with. But she say I blow things up. To me, I feel like that was her just overly thinking about it. Like, you constantly talking about it. Like, it's over with. It's already done. I know next time.
So fast.
I know next time not to let her get anything that belongs to you without asking you.
Right.
I get it. Lesson learned.
But at the time, that ain't how babe went with it. At the time, she was like, you don't want my sister to wear your stuff? Like, it's not even that big of a deal.
I'm saying this after it already had escalated.
Right.
With us going back and forth about why I gave her the shirt.
Yeah.
And she like, but it was my shirt. Like, she, so I'm
I
like,
was stuck on, like, you need to talk to me when you want to give anything to mine.
Right. So that's when I'm, like, getting heated. Like, okay.
So you really just mad over a t-shirt. Like,
right.
You petty, basically. And I'm like, okay, well, you petty for giving my stuff away without telling me. So we just ended up going back and forth. I'm in the room snapping out, yelling. Our nephew, he at the door listening, I guess. I'm going to get back to that. But anyway, me and babe going back and forth. And I think you made a comment and was like, if you got a problem with what I do or something you said, and you was like, basically, this ain't gonna work. Or something you said like that, like this ain't gonna work.
I probably said something like, if you tripping over a $3 shirt,
this ain't gonna work. And I'm
so
like,
my little sister, y'all, I'm real overprotective over my family. I will say that. But
very.
Aside of that, it wasn't even really about being overprotective at the time. I just felt like babe was being super petty.
And I may have been being petty for being irritated by it, but it's the point.
And then my man, I'm like, if she finna be tripping,
it's the principle.
Like, almost 2 years into this relationship, if she already about to be tripping over a $3 shirt, this ain't gonna work. Like, that's the type of mindset I had. Like, we ain't gonna be able to do this because
we can't just sit and talk it out.
Right.
It gotta escalate, of course.
Which a lot of times, I will admit, if it's pointless,
don't bring it to her.
Not even don't bring it to me, but like, don't over exaggerate it.
Don't
when it don't have to be. Like, I feel like that was just over exaggerated. I'm like, if this girl tripping over a shirt that's not ripped or messed up or lost, we have hella white t-shirts, y'all. That's all we used to buy.
I was obsessed with them at one point.
So I'm like, y'all tell us who was petty. Like, be honest. I know y'all be Team B.
Nah, I don't want y'all to say nothing about who was being petty. I just want y'all to listen to the story.
I want y'all to say who was being petty.
Listen to the story.
Because we always talk about this. Like, we'll bring it up. And she think that I wasn't, like, she think
I feel like you was petty
wrong
for the comment that you made about us not having to be together because you didn't like me coming at you with that particular situation.
Y'all, if it's that small, then I feel like if it was something bigger, then
you ain't ready for it.
And not even that I'm not ready. It's like, come at me when it's something big. Like, when I actually did something wrong. That wasn't wrong to me. It wasn't. That's how I felt. It was a t-shirt in a drawer. I gave it to my little sister. She bought it back. She had it on in the house. Like, it was simple. So I'm like, I don't know, y'all. I used to have a real low tolerance for things. Like,
with her ex basically will hold anything over her head that it had to do with her family. Don't do this, don't do that, don't do this, don't do that. With her family. She basically didn't want her around her family.
That's true.
So that stuck with her. And for me, I'm like, we living in your family house. Like, I don't have a problem with nobody. I just want to make sure me and you are on the same page with how I feel about certain things and how you feel about certain things. But it blew up because Babe made that comment. After she made that comment, I'm like, are you serious? Like, this situation is about to turn into us breaking up because you don't like me asking you a question or telling you how I feel like my stuff should be handled.
I feel like this was after like 30 minutes into us arguing.
Yeah, we was arguing for a good little minute.
It wasn't just, you coming at me about a shirt, okay, it's over. Like,
right.
We just going back and forth because I'm like, help me understand why is this such a big deal? Like, help me understand why you making this go out of proportion.
With Babe's situation, with any situation that we have, she'll be like, don't bring it to her if it ain't nothing that's serious, basically. Like, if it's something that can be overlooked or it can be shook off, she like, okay, let's just leave it at that. She don't want me to bring it to her.
But it ain't even about bringing it to me. It's about, like, don't bring it to me in a way like you telling me about myself or like you telling me I was wrong for something that I ain't let her see your car without asking, or, you know, like,
see, that's how you look at it. That's how she was looking at it at the point. She was basically like, it's a shirt, that's it. It don't matter whose shirt it was. I gave it to her, she gonna give it back. That was her mindset. My mindset was, it was my shirt. You didn't ask me, and I feel like next time you need to ask me. And that's all. It could have been that, and we could have dropped it. But it literally blew up, y'all. So, Babe's sister, in the midst of us arguing, she come in the room and she throw the shirt on the bed, right? And I'm like,
we loud.
Yeah.
I'm my mama house.
I'm like, damn. So now she probably think I'm mad at her. I'm like, I'm not mad at you. And she leave out the room and she called her mama. She don't like people arguing, basically.
So now I'm like,
she thinking she the reason for the argument when it wasn't. Like, it really went left because of our egos, basically.
Right.
So
when that happened, I'm like,
when that happened, I'm like, I'm finna get the hell out this house. Like, I'm just finna go because it's too much drama. I ain't got time. She talking about she gonna break up with me. I'm like, whatever.
But
so I get the
drama.
packing.
That wasn't drama though.
We made it drama.
Yeah.
That's
at that time, she mean like.
Yeah, we made it drama. So I get to packing my shit, y'all. I start packing up my stuff. And
over this shirt, y'all.
Babe, when I'm packing my stuff, she get the keys. I didn't even notice that she even grabbed the keys, but she get the keys to the car and she left, like completely left the house. And I had no idea that she was gone. So I'm like, I'm packing my stuff, and then I go out into the hallway and I see Jarique was sitting on the couch and she was like, Mika left. And I was like, she left? I'm like, why would she leave? She's like, I don't know, but she not answering my calls. So I'm calling her. She don't want to answer the phone for me either, of course, because we just got into it. So she left. Which was not a smart idea.
Yeah, y'all, I was heated. Like, I don't know, when it comes to stuff, like, when I'm being attacked over something so small, I guess it could have something to do with my previous relationship. I don't know. Like, that was before me and Babe was still kind of fresh into our relationship. Of course,
still
now,
learning each other.
Right. This was years ago, but now obviously we on a whole different level in our relationship. But I guess before, I was just like, I'm not going, like, period. Like,
she feel like she had to fight.
I feel like,
not physically, y'all.
if we ain't that deep into the relationship, so we could just end it now, because I'm not about to be going through this. I'm not about to be having these type of arguments. I already dealt with that. Like, if we partners,
just done with me over a shirt.
That's how I felt.
That was crazy.
It wasn't even the shirt. It was the fact that she came at me about it afterwards. Like, I don't know. Y'all tell us, because we gonna keep saying it was just a shirt. I'm gonna keep saying it was deeper than the shirt. To me, I felt like it was. So anyway, I left. I just need to cool off because it was just a lot going on. My nephew listening, my little sister bought the shirt, and I'm like, okay, now they know what's going on. Now they hear us.
Now the kids hear us arguing. So now it's really about to blow up. Jarnika was like, I called my mom and I told her Mika left and she not answering the phone. So now, of course, her mama involved at this point. I'm like, all hell about to break loose now over a shirt. So, Babe leave. I think I ended up packing my bag. I put my shit in the trunk and I left. I'm calling Babe, blowing her up. Because now at this point, I'm looking for her. Like, where the hell did you go? Like, I think it was like 12 o'clock at night.
I wasn't that late. It was like 9.
Late.
It was like 9 or 10. It wasn't 12.
Whatever. It was one of them times. And I'm like, girl, where's you at? Like, you can't just be getting up and leave. You can get in a car accident. Anything can happen. And you just left the house driving mad. Like, that's not cool. So, I get in the car trying to find her. Constantly blowing her up. She not answering my call. Finally, I don't know if somebody else had called you and you talked to them or whatever. But finally, she answered my call. And I'm like, Jarnika freaking out. She done called your mama. Where you at? She down the damn street. I
went to Target.
She ain't even really gone nowhere.
She Target in a different city instead of the parking lot. And I was just thinking, like, y'all, in my relationships, I give so much. Like, I'm like, if this how it's gonna be, I had all type of emotions because we live with my mama. I'm trying to show her that, you know, this the person that I want to be with. And then it's like, I don't want to have to pick and choose between my family and my woman. But now it's like, they gonna be like, really? So all this is literally over a shirt, which how it went.
Petty.
So I'm like, it's just too much. I just need to go. I just need some air at this point. So that's why I left.
And I'm freaking out. She turned off her location on me. I can't see where she at because we both had iPhones. I couldn't see where she was at. I was just like, wow.
And then my mom called. And I talked to her. I was like, I'm good. I just needed some air, y'all. And I'm real sensitive too. Like, I don't like confrontation. I don't like arguing. So, especially over petty stuff, you know. So I get back home.
No,
I didn't get back home.
She finally picked up the phone for me. And then we went, I think we met up at Culver's.
Yeah, we did.
I was sitting in the Culver's parking lot and Babe pulled up. I'm like, is you gonna get in the car or is you gonna sit over there in the car and just stare at me? So then she got out, she came and got in the car with me. And we were just talking. And I'm like, okay, so what is this about to be like? Are we done? Like, is this relationship over? Like, I need to know. And she was like, yeah. And I was like, so after 2.5 years, like, you really about to end our relationship over this one little situation? And she was like, yeah, it's just too much. I don't want to deal with it. We can just end it here where it's at now, and we can just be done because I don't want this. Or I don't really remember the exact words that she said, but basically she was like, yeah, we could be done. So I'm crying, and I'm just like, I can't believe that you want to just end it right here. Like, you already just done. Like, I'm scared too if we do have a big blow up, what's gonna happen at this point, because this is small. Like, if you can't deal with this particular situation, you ain't gonna be able to deal with no situation that we might have in the future. If there is a future, because now you're breaking up with me. And I'm freaking out because another thing, me and Babe had just moved in with her mom. We gave up our apartment to move with her mom because all of the siblings was going to end up moving in together and buying her mom's house. And we was going to live there together as one big happy sibling family. So I'm freaking out because at the time, I'm not really communicating with my dad like that, but I am communicating with him. My mom, she's, you know, off doing her own thing. And I'm just like, I have nowhere to go. Basically, like, you about to put me, well, you're not even putting me out. Technically, I start packing my shit myself, not knowing where I was about to go.
Yeah.
I was just upset, like literally just acting off impulse. So I'm like, so we really about to end it? And she's like, yeah, that's it. And I'm like, okay. So we ended up driving back to the house. When we get to the house, Babe, she went in the house. She told me to stay in the car. And she was like, can you just call your dad and ask him, can you come near and just stay there with him? And I'm like, okay, so what about work? Like,
yeah, I told her I still take you to work. I still come and get you.
We had 2 cars, right? Babe keep the keys to one car, and then she give the other keys to her sister-in-law. She gave her the keys to that other car. And I'm just like, so you finna, 1, I gotta find somewhere to live. 2, you finna tell me that you ain't gonna give me the keys to no car. 3, I need to tell my dad to open the door at 11 o'clock at night when I get here and let me live with him again. And 4, you gonna come pick me up an hour away every day to come and get me for work, and then we gonna drive to work together an hour away. So I'm just like, this don't make sense. I'm like, first of all, you finna give me one of these cars, or we gonna be fighting over car keys next. And this gonna blow up to something that it don't have to blow up into. So Babe, like, just give me a minute. I'm finna go in the house. She go in the house. Her mama in the house. I hear her screaming from the car. So I know she mad and she going off. And I'm just sitting outside in the car. I call my dad like, hey, I might need to come. So had a door open. He like, okay. But anyway, eventually Babe came back to the car.
And this was right before Christmas.
And you can tell this part before you came back to the car when you went in the house. You can tell that part.
This was right before Christmas. But anyway, I went in the crib. And my mom was like, she basically gotta go. Like, they ain't really have a relationship at that point. She ain't really know Britt like that. When Britt did move in, my mama just mad, like, she got Jaroniqua mad, and I'm sharing my house with her, and she's tripping over a little t-shirt, like, this is crazy. Everything in this house is shared between everybody, and that's how we grew up. You need a pair of socks, here you go. You need a tank top, here you go. You need some joggers, whatever. That's how we grew up, and that's another thing we was gonna talk about. Like, basically, the dynamics of how we both grew up, our childhood. Like, I grew up as a giving person. Whatever I got, if it ain't gonna hurt me to give it to you, then you can have it. I don't care. Or you can borrow it at least. Like, if it's not gonna hurt me, if I got extra money and you need some money or whatever, like, that's the type of person I am. I'm a real giving person. Now, sometimes it can be taken advantage of, and that's what I was gonna say with Babe being in my life. Like, she taught me, like, you just a overly giver. Like, you just don't say no, and that's not okay.
That's abusing it,
right? So she taught me some things, but yeah, my mom was just like, that's it. So I'm like, well, I think I asked her, like, well, can we just settle this, like, in the morning? Like, do she have to leave tonight? Even though I was, like, heated, I was over it. Like, honestly, I was done with the relationship. I ain't even gonna lie. I was like, I can't see myself with her if she tripping over a shirt. Like, I literally was done, like, for real. And to this day, Babe say I was in the wrong, or
not even that you was in the wrong. It just went deeper than it had to go. And that just showed me at that moment, I'm like, she not willing to fight for our relationship regardless of what go down.
But I feel like she started the fight. Like, she ain't never say, I get what you saying, you right.
Neither one of us did.
Because I didn't get your point.
Right.
So, my mom basically was like, well, I don't even know if she said, like, you can stay the night, but Babe stayed the night.
Yeah, she did. She ended up saying that I could stay the night, and then I ended up bringing all my stuff back in the house. And when I came in the house, her mom was like, let me talk to y'all. So we both went in her room and we was talking to her. So she was just like, well, you can stay here until tomorrow when you able to, you know, talk to your dad, and then you gotta go, basically. So I'm just pissed off. I'm hurt. I'm crying. I'm just like, this is crazy. Like, my life is in an uproar, basically, all over again.
Yeah, she really made me mad, and I was so mad. Like, I feel like this was the perfect woman for me. Like, now she doing stuff like this. I was like, man, it's crazy. But anyway, I gave her Christmas gift. I bought her a laptop. She been hollering about she want a laptop. So I gave it to her.
So babe was super petty, right? I'm in the room sitting on the bed. She just pulled the stuff out the closet and go throw it on the bed to my Merry Christmas.
I'm like, this is your Christmas gift.
I'm like, really? She ain't have it wrapped or nothing, so I instantly knew what it was. I'm like, really? You gonna give me my Christmas gift now? So basically, you saying you ain't gonna never see me again after today. So I'm mad, and I'm like, thanks, I guess. Like, I didn't even know how to respond to it. I'm just like, wow, you bought me a laptop. I couldn't even be excited like I would have been because I was getting on her nerves about a laptop. But anyway, that night, I think we laid down and we cuddled together. I think we was both crying, talking and saying how we don't.
We stayed up till like 6 in the morning.
Yes, we was up all night talking. Basically, that night we ended up getting back together.
Right.
We didn't. We broke up for a couple hours. It was a couple hours.
Right.
And then I'm like, so now we back together, and your mama's kicking me out the house. And then another crazy thing is her mom was going out of town. She was going to Jamaica on a cruise or something that next morning. So she was gone early the next morning.
Yeah, she was.
So I'm like, well, your mama not here, so I'm not leaving. Because we back together now. You need to talk to her and tell her that we back together.
She told me, you need to talk to your mom. I'm like, she already mad. Like, you ain't get her daughter this shirt, or you tripping over this shirt. She done already said, like, it's the wrap, you gotta go. So I was put on the spot to have to talk to my mama.
Yep. Because you should never left the house. If you would have never left the house, none of this would have happened. You left out the house.
Start saying if what could not have happened.
She brought it outside the room. It could have stayed in the room.
Don't start saying no.
But anyway, I want to give y'all a little bit of my background and how I grew up from how Babe said she grew up. It's not that I was a stingy person or I wasn't a giving person. It was more so you have to ask me, and if I have it, I got you. If I don't feel like you deserve it, or if I don't feel like I have to give it to you because it's mine, I'm not sharing it. But when I was younger, I grew up on the south side of Chicago. So when I was younger, the area where I was at, it was a rough area. And my mom, she kept us in a good neighborhood, but when I would go to like my cousin's house and stuff where I always wanted to be, because that's where all the kids was at. All the kids got dropped off at my auntie house. So of course, as a kid, that's where you want to be. But when I grew up, when I was growing up there, when I was younger, people would basically steal my shoes. They would steal my clothes. They will steal your toothbrush if they could. Like, literally.
So she shouldn't have been at this house, basically.
Literally, when you spend the night over there, you gotta sleep on top of your clothes, because if not, your whole bag will be gone. Because basically, it was like crackheads running in and out the house all the time, and it was a bad environment, basically. An environment that I shouldn't have been in, but I used to beg my mama to take me over there. And she would.
You wouldn't have been going over there.
So that was the spot. But growing up, I always had to fight for my stuff. So I'm like, it stuck with me as an adult, where it's like, if you touch my stuff, or if you take something that don't belong to you and it belong to me, I'm finna fight you for it. Because that's how I grew up. They've taught me to, loosen up a little bit and be a little more less attached to stuff, because just seeing how she is, it's materialistic. You can get back. And I understood that over the years. It takes time to get over stuff. It takes some people to teach you that, because if you didn't have that growing up, you don't know. Like, literally, your childhood is very important, because whatever happens to you in your childhood is going to affect you when you become an adult. But yeah, I just want to give y'all that little background, because I didn't want Babe to make it sound like I was just stingy out here in these streets. I just grew up in a different lifestyle than what she grew up. I
didn't make it seem like you were stingy.
I know, I'm just being funny. She grew up with all of her siblings all the time in one household. I grew up where this sibling lived in this household, this sibling lived in this household. I lived with my mama, and then I lived with my daddy. It was just, I was all over the place as a child, so I grew up a little bit different.
So in my mind, I'm like, when we ain't really break up, but going forward, I'm thinking like, well, now I know not to give none of your stuff to nobody, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Goddamn it, a pen.
Don't give it away.
Don't let nobody use Brit pen if it's on the table and they need it real quick, because this girl, that's how I felt for a lot of years.
Another thing with the situation, I never brought it to her as if I'm about to curse you the hell out for giving my stuff away. I brought it to her as in, just let me know. But I may have said it differently, or it may have been misinterpreted, because in babe man, it's just a shirt, so it's not a big deal. She gonna give it back, whatever. We can go on about our day. But for me, I wanted her to understand that if somebody asks for something and it belongs to me, just reach out to me like, babe, is it cool? And she do that now to this day. Like, if anybody asks for something, she be like, babe, they can fit yours. Can they have it? I'd be like, that's cool.
Yeah. But
that was just something that we didn't know about each other. We had to learn each other. And now we both on the same page when it comes to that situation. But it's never... I just feel like it didn't have to get blown up, but because of our mindsets and how headstrong we are, like, neither one of us was giving up. So we was about to go back and forth over BS.
Well, now we learned a couple things. Definitely the number one thing.
Don't argue in the house with all your family members.
Right.
Because, oh my God. That blew up bigger than what it had to blow up.
Man, my whole family knew about it, of course. They like, dang, Brit that petty over a shirt.
And then, I forgot what our nephew said. He said, I was in the house saying, F all these MFers in this house. I'm like, when did I say that?
Yeah, I forgot about that.
I said, F everybody in the house. And I'm like,
it was crazy.
I'm like, I don't recall saying that. I don't know if he misheard. But yeah, it just went completely left. But basically... babe hasn't, because I'm like, you need to talk to your mom, because I'm not gonna go stay with my dad. Y'all, me and my dad, like, we don't really have the best of a relationship. Now I pretty much don't think that we have a relationship at all because of where we currently stand, and that's his choice. But I didn't want to go live with him.
But at that time, y'all wasn't where y'all at now. Like, you just had moved out.
Right, I had just moved out, but even being there with him, it was super awkward. Like, we still didn't even have a relationship with me living with him, because y'all remember the story when I had to move back from Memphis when me and babe got together. I ended up moving with my dad, and at that point, that was my first time seeing my dad in like 2 to 3 years.
Because you was living in Nebraska.
Yeah, I moved to Nebraska.
Yeah.
So it's like, when I did come back, he was still open to letting me live with him, but we didn't fix anything. We didn't talk about the situation. We just basically threw it out the window, and it was just awkward. Like, we still didn't have a relationship. So at this moment, I'm back on my own again, and now I'm finna have to go back to him. Like, I couldn't see that happening in my life. I'm like, that's not how I see my life being. Like, I don't want to have to depend on him no more.
So I talked to my mama, worked it out with her. She was like, all right.
She came back from her trip. She came back from her trip, and she was downstairs, like, passing out all the gifts and stuff that she got everybody. And she's like, Britt, I got you something. And I'm like, bruh. So I thought I was kicked out. Like, you just bought me something anyway.
Right.
Because you knew I wasn't going nowhere, basically.
Yeah.
But
that was that.
Yeah.
We lived happily ever after.
Babe still look crazy. I'm still look crazy. But it works. We make it work.
We learned a lesson from it. And that's I guess that's the big picture.
Yeah. Just being able to understand your partner. Like, y'all not gonna always agree on certain situations, but if you feel like this is the person for you, you're gonna be willing to work through whatever you need to work through. Unless it's just that bad. One, we've never physically, verbally, mentally abused each other, ever. Like, we've never, like, just had a curse out war. Like, we basically just screaming.
Yeah, our arguments.
We've never even in an argument, like, we've never disrespected each other. I can't remember not one time where me and babe disrespected each other in an argument. Like, we still stay respectful, but we both always trying to get our point across.
Mm-hmm. it be about, to me, I always tell babe, it be so pointless, but
because I'm the type of person
gotta go through it, right?
I'm the type of person, if I feel like anything is bothering me, I'm gonna tell you. And babe is the type of person where if it's something that I could just let go because it's not that deep or it's not detrimental to our relationship, just let it go. But I've never been that type of person. I was in my prior relationship where I bit my tongue. I didn't say a lot of stuff. I let a lot of stuff pass, and then it bothered me. So it's like, I don't want to do that in this relationship. I want to let it be known, or else we're going to have problems.
And me, I used to think, maybe I am a little crazy. But I used to think, if you the top person, if I'm doing everything to make you happy, giving you everything I got, like, you shouldn't be tripping about the small stuff. That's how I used to think. I know it probably wasn't right, and I actually stopped thinking this way about a year or two ago. But I don't know. I feel like we both risk a lot to be together. So why even waste time on the BS? Like,
let's just be happy and love one another.
Yeah, I'm not saying that some situations don't need to be talked about, but I don't know, y'all. I had a lot of growing up to do, a lot of maturing to do, because I had a one-track man.
I need to learn how to let certain things go, because if you do something to me, I'm gonna hold you to it. I don't let nothing go. I don't ease up a little bit on babe, but other people, you do something to me, I can say the hell with you in a second.
Yeah. But we hope y'all enjoyed it. That was our crazy story.
Y'all want to leave y'all comments, go ahead. Be careful what you say now. Be careful, because
they might say, they might agree with you, they might agree with me.
No, I mean, give y'all honest opinion. Y'all don't even, I mean, everybody has different opinions on anything. Because I know y'all gonna leave y'all opinion anyway, but tell us how y'all would have handled the situation.
Right, I always tell babe, if we explain this to somebody,
they were like, "You're so damn stupid."
Yes. I always tell her that. So now that y'all know, we sharing it with all of y'all. Let us know how y'all feel.
And if you and your partner ever got into a stupid situation where y'all almost broke up, or y'all actually did break up, I want to hear y'all story. Sum it up for me.
We hope y'all enjoyed this video. We in day 5,868 54 minutes.
It's about 54 minutes. If y'all ain't never had this corn from Wingstop, it's fine. Y'all need to try it. Babe ordered this one day. I'm like, you on to something. Like, this is good. This is fat, but it's good. But anyway, we're going to wrap up this video.
Stay tuned for more videos,
because we got them coming for y'all.
Don't forget to tell your best friend and your favorite cousin.
Come and join the JMV
to check us out.
But anyway, we love y'all. Until next time,
we get through.
And so can you.
You right there.
You and you and you.
You with the spicy finger.
All y'all. It's about you with the spicy finger.
Peace out, y'all.
Love y'all. Bye.